Hi, everyone. Mean Gene Okerlund for Coliseum Video, the producers of the official World Wrestling Federation home video series. The cassette before you, Volume 10 of the best of the WWF. Now, some of you I know have been with us through the many cassettes in the series which preceded this one, and some of you are seeing the Coliseum collection for the first time. However, no matter which category you're in, here is a point that commands your attention. The World Wrestling Federation is in action somewhere nearly every day of the year. The excitement of professional wrestling is one of ongoing stories, developing feuds and friendships, the new competitors coming on the scene. But most important, it's what you see and hear, its sight, its sound, its motion, and the best possible way to experience and keep the continuing saga of the WWF is through the Coliseum series of video cassettes. And that, my friends, is the true technological magic of home video. So here's the latest edition, including a tag team championship. Tito Santana versus Cowboy Bob Orton, Billy Jack Haynes and Brutus Beefcake, a six-man tag team featuring a manager and a midget, and perhaps most startling, the return of Rowdy Roddy Piper. Here we go. As rare as six-man tag matches have become, here's a combination that takes this kind of a bout just one notch higher. Now, this contest was signed originally as the Funks against Steamboat and Junkyard Dog until the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, decided to try and prove his boast that he would not be absolutely terrified to actually step into the squared circle with the likes of JYD.
All his life, when he was growing up as a kid, wanted to be a cowboy. He got the hat. Yes. Got horses hat. Oh, look at this. We got a midget cowboy. Jimmy Jack wants his hat back. This is going to be a classic. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat saying, I want to start this one off here with Jimmy Jack. Look at the Mouth of the South. Where did he get that outfit? Looks like a Salvation Army special. Dragon, as usual, in great condition. Uh-oh, bad feet backed into the wrong corner. Wide open now. Right hands by Jimmy Jack. Oh, and he's coming out of there with a vengeance. And Jimmy Hart nowhere in sight. Mouth of the South knows when to make himself scarce. Look out, Jimmy Jack right into the big right hand of the Junkyard Dog. And things going well early on.
Yes, I must say that Jimmy Jack bears a very striking resemblance to the wild man, Terrible Terry Funk, so...
Oh, nice high sunset flip over the top, legs hook, 2 count only. And the Dragon, that tremendous speed and agility. Here comes Hawk, and he gets slammed for his trouble. Notice the Mouth of the South hasn't gotten in there yet, Alfred. Here he comes. Oh, look at him.
And here he is.
Give me a break, all three against the Mouth.
Oh, dear.
They're going to set him up for the Haiti Kid. Oh, he got dragged out of there just in time, too. Haiti was about to unload with some kung fu.
I think he was. Well, the Funk brothers or cousins certainly saved the life or the bacon of Mouth of the South Jimmy Hart because they drugged him out just in the nick of time.
Well, the Mouth just came over and said if somebody's going to get hurt in there, it's not going to be me. Running for his life, literally.
Yes, that shows you what he's made of morally.
I can't believe that outfit he has on.
No. Steamboat looking very, very sharp this evening. As indeed he always does.
Jimmy Jack sends the Dragon in for the ride. Dropped down in front very nicely. Nice leapfrog by Ricky. Right back to that side headlock once again.
Nice maneuvers by Steamboat. And
look out.
Whoa!
Back flip right over the back. Oh. Reverse knife edge sends it down, attack made to the dog. And Haiti in there, too. Oh! Look at this, 2 count. What a humiliating experience that would have been. Junkyard Dog just literally harpooned the Haney Kid right into Jimmy Jack, who went down and got a 2 count.
Can you imagine them being pinned by a 100-pound midget?
I don't believe he makes 100 pounds.
Oh, the humiliation of that. They must feel pretty awful now.
Look at that devious mind there.
Yes.
Imagine the thoughts going through that brain. Senior member of the team now, Hoss Funk in there. Tremendous wrestling credentials possessed by that man.
Yes, you've got to face up to that fact. Hoss Funk is a very, very accomplished wrestler. Look at this.
Oh, he's biting. Hoss going after Haney, who makes a hasty retreat as the Dog unloads.
Well, they're an awfully unlikely threesome, but they're being very effective. Junkyard Dog, Haiti Kid, and Steamboat, even if their tactics are a little irregular.
Chant going on from this crowd here to Boston Garden, JYD, as so far the Mouth of the South has played very small part in this match.
I don't see him getting in the ring at all, quite honestly, if he runs away from the midget.
Hoss, side headlock, but a tag is made. I don't know whether Hoss knows it or not. Dog down in front. Chop, and another one by the Dragon. Snapmare takes the ring veteran over, reverse face lock.
Hoss Funk is not having a happy time of this. He's not getting too much support from his two partners. None at all from Mouth of the South. And Jimmy Jack has been quite ineffective against Steamboat or Junkyard Dog.
Hoss in for the ride. Big leapfrog by the Dragon. And another one. And a drop kick. Oh, there comes Jimmy Jack, and he catches 1, 2. And another one by the Dragon as he's having a tremendous time here in the Boston Garden.
He is enjoying himself thoroughly.
Oh, look at this karate move coming up. Oh, just measured it perfectly for that one.
Timing is so exquisitely good.
Oh, reversal here. And a Dragon on the receiving end of a nice clothesline by Jimmy Jack.
You've got to hand it to the Funks just when you think they're in trouble, they can come right out of it.
Snapmare into the corner.
Glancing blow to the temple, and they can damage you.
Tag made again. A lot of continuity being shown here.
Big Horse in there, make a good tag team. There's no doubt about that.
Still to get into this match, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
And right now it doesn't seem as if the Funks need him because they're taking the measure of Ricky Steamboat, and he was the thorn in their side to start with. Steamboat down.
Down for the cover, could be all over right here. Whoa, was that close?
Oh,
The hand was on the downswing of the 3 count.
a fraction of a second saved him.
Pile driver coming up, no. The Dragon reversed it into the backbreaker.
Oh, superhuman effort by Steamboat. And he doesn't know where he is.
He almost reached back into the wrong corner.
Suplex.
Oh, nice block there. The Dragon.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
That particular move took a whole lot out of both men.
How could Steamboat do that? He's practically out on his feet, and he managed to lift the Big Horse up and suplex him.
Dragon very close to his own corner, but Hoss got a handful of hair and kept him out of there. Oh, small package, there it is, right in the center of the ring.
Ah,
I don't know how he got out of that
I don't
one.
know, but he's got to tag soon because he's in trouble. No, he's not in trouble. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, he didn't have the strength to hold him up there. 2 count, 2 and a half again.
I can't believe how Ricky Steamboat is getting those shoulders up.
Look out, the Dragon in for the ride. Oh, beautiful high knee by Jimmy Jack.
Nicely timed.
This one could be over right here.
I think this
Hooks
is
the
it.
leg. Oh. The Mouth screaming.
In the meantime, don't forget Junkyard Dog's getting a breather outside, so if Steamboat does get that tag in, they're going to have a fresh man in. Whereas both the Funks have been changing, so they won't have the edge that Junkyard Dog has got. Tag
Dragon
out.
getting some resiliency here, trying to find his own corner.
Tag out, Ricky.
2 or 3 chops, another one, not a whole lot behind him. A leg scoop
Now.
gets him out. He's gonna make it. Yes. And it's a dog in there now with Jimmy Jack, as the Dragon is in a whole heap of trouble. Jimmy Jack in for the ride, ducks underneath the big right hand. Oh, Nick's not gonna beat that one.
Woo! Oh, what a close
Headbutt.
Oh, my word. That's it.
Referee down, no, look at this. Out to the south in there like a flash to grab the leg of the JYD and get him out of there.
Haiti Kid chased him out, but it was too late because he'd saved the team there.
Reverse neck breaker coming up. Well executed.
I'm afraid that took as much out the Junkyard Dog as it did Jimmy Jack.
Knocked the wind out of himself. Happens so many times here in the world of professional wrestling. 2 count. Whoa.
That's all he needed was one arm over Jimmy Jack, and if that had been a 3 count, they'd have been finished. How quickly it turns is what you say, Gorilla, and that's what actually happens.
Both men hurting right now. Jimmy Jack off the rope. He ran into another clothesline.
That was a double clothesline by the look of things there. Jimmy Jack managed to get some of his own in, but it didn't take the sting out of Junkyard Dog anyway.
Both of these men are ripe for the pickings right now. Either one could be beaten at any given time. Dragon
Junkyard
looking
Dog.
on, very concerned from outside. Look at this, another save by the Mouth of the South.
Well, that's the second time Mouth of the South has done that. And I think each time he definitely saved their team.
Jimmy Jack in once more, catches the dog coming off with a knee. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
The Mouth wants a
I don't
tag.
believe
I
it.
can't believe this.
Wow!
Jimmy Hart in there. The dog is about out of it, though.
What?
Oh, look at that. Give me a break.
Oh, look at Dog!
Look at the dog. Can't believe it.
Oh,
Oh, he tried to get away, but he didn't make it. Look out! Atomic drop on Jimmy Hart. He's out of it. Tag made to the Haiti Kid. Look at Haiti with his karate. Oh, no. Everybody in there now. Mayhem.
look at those two.
All
Haiti
6
Kid.
men in there.
Haiti keeping Hart out of the ring this time.
Don't forget, the legal men in the ring are the Mouth of the South and the Haiti Kid. Oh, look at that. The dog's got his hands again on Jimmy Hart. Big right hand sends him down. Oh, look at that. The Junkyard Dog leveled with a megaphone.
Oh, look at
Look
this.
at this.
Oh, slam.
Oh, a
again.
slam
Oh,
by
that's-
Hoss Funk.
Oh, my word.
And the Mouth of the South covering the midget, yes.
My word, in all that mix-up, there was something very clear, and that was the fact that Haiti Kid lost the match.
Let's take a look and go back and see some of the mayhem that went down.
Out of all that chaos, 1 point emerged. And there it is coming in, Jimmy.
Look at
Hart,
this
Mouth
now.
of the South.
Hoss going right over, taking the megaphone off the turnbuckle. Watch the shot he gives here to the
Boom.
Junkyard Dog. There it is. Wow, right in
Wow,
the kisser.
just look at that.
Now look at this.
And watch this
He thought
reprehensible
about
act.
giving a shot to the midget as well with it,
Yes,
but no.
but a reprehensible act there. Look at that. That is disgusting.
Referee had his back turned, could not see it. Look at this.
And now,
The Mouth over to cover, 98 pounds of Haiti Kid. What a despicable display by Hoss Funk, Jimmy Jack Funk, and the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. I'm glad it's over, Alfred.
A promoter and a fan's dream. Evenly matched opponents. Very well experienced. Weights nearly identical. 248 for Orton, 244 for Santana. What I liked about this match is the action includes quite a bit of talent, which both men possess, and that is wrestling skill. Watch Orton closely. He's known by many nicknames, but one that is certainly well-deserved is the Mechanic.
Wow, talk about your classic matchups. Here's one right here. Former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion Tito Santana and the new bodyguard of the adorable one, Adrian Adonis, Ace Orton.
Yes, isn't that incredible? But I tell you something, Gorilla, I don't think he's going to be thinking anywhere along those lines, because he's going to have his head all together, or he's got to have his head all together and think only of Santana, because Santana is one of the deadliest wrestlers in the whole of the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, it was, you know, when that thing went down, Alfred, I thought to myself, here's a guy who is a great wrestler in his own right with a tremendous background, tremendous win-loss record, and now to take on something like having to keep an eye on the back of the Adorable One it's got to be mind-boggling.
It really has, because everybody is gunning for Adrian Adonis. They all are. They all want a piece of him. He's managed to antagonize everybody. I mean, he doesn't really go for the mediocre wrestlers. He wants to beat to death Hulk Hogan. And
doesn't play any favorites, does he?
He doesn't.
Oh, nice leg trip there by Orton. The consummation of wrestling techniques that he can produce out there is just unbelievable. Sort of a wrestler's wrestler, I like to call him.
He really is, and he's looking in such good shape as well. He's looking in probably the best shape I've seen him look for some time. What a nice move by Santana.
Nice quick arm drag by the former champion. Of course, some of the things that Orton does in the ring reminds me a lot of the Hitman and some of the moves that he does. I call him excellence of execution. This is a matchup that would be main event on any card anywhere in the entire wrestling world, in my book.
Yes. You know, if we could get a close-up on the face of Orton, he is so intense. Look at him. Look. He's looking more and more dedicated to this particular match than I've seen him for any match. I think this is one match where he's definitely going to have to prove himself.
Oh, reversal by the former champion. Hard in. Oh, look at that clothesline. Santana down for the cover, he won't get him. Right back quickly with the arm drag. Action, furious, hot here in the Boston Garden.
Just a tremendous string of moves put together there by the former champion, Tito Santana, and he finishes up with that arm bar and lever, and I can only say that that is the hallmark of a truly great professional wrestler.
Nice sight job there by Ace as he scoots out underneath that bottom rope. Very, very clever on his part. Break the momentum. Things weren't going quite the way he wanted him to go in there, so he decided, let me take a little hike ski here for myself.
He did indeed. And I tell you something, I don't think you're going to find a finer psychological wrestler than Ace Orton. And I think he learned a lot of that psychology, or inherited it, from his father, who was a salty old wrestler himself.
A very impressive career. We're off on a tangent here with Terry Garvin, but a very impressive ring career that he did have. And these two individuals in the ring right now don't have to take a back seat to anybody. Nice shoulder block, well placed in there by the Ace. Beal out of the corner. Wow, Santana came down hard. Whoa. Flying head scissors. Nicely executed. Referee should have saw that. He was right up there.
He was there, but I don't think he did see it, because it was so fast.
Obviously, he did not, because he said, if I catch you, you're gone.
He didn't have the same angle as we've got on our monitors. He was behind them, whereas our expert cameramen here have got this beautiful view of them right from the ringside.
I believe that was our number 5 camera, our handheld that scooted right in under the bottom rope to get that tremendous shot.
They really do some sterling work on these cameras. Look at his chest. There, Bob Orton. Poking it out, he's feeling really good about this.
Another Beal coming up out of the corner. Santana all the way across the ring and almost out of there.
I think Orton's shaping up for a drop kick or something here.
Look out. Whoa! Went for a flying head scissors. He just turned into a soprano.
Wow, that was a move. And Santana's not going to let it go unchallenged. Look at this.
Santana unloading now with a heavy artillery, and there goes Orton upside down. And right into the ringside. Right over the barricade and down onto the concrete.
And he might be a long while getting back into the ring, because he really took a spill onto that concrete, smashing through the barricade. and spilling out onto the public.
He might be wishing he had some kind of a bodyguard of his own right at this point in time.
Well, it's a good job the police scorer there.
Oh, Santana, not wasting any time, comes right out after him.
He's going to make sure he gets back in.
He wants him inside. He doesn't want any kind of a count out.
Santana wants that 1, 2, 3 that is so important. Look at him.
Look out, though. You got to watch this, Orton. Just when you think you got him, right where you want him, you find out that he's got you.
No. He's got
Nice
him.
double leg hook, down 2 count out. Surprised he didn't go for the figure 4 there, Alfred.
Yes, I am. In a way, I thought that's what he was going to go for. But as I said before, he wants to try and get that 1, 2, 3 in the record book because it is so impressive.
Well, Santana's had that championship belt around his waist and is, in my own mind, it's just a question of time until some kind of gold is around the waist of the cowboy. Uh-oh, look at this. It turned into a fisticuffs match right between the eyes. Sends a former champion down to the canvas. Fans getting on the case of Orton.
Orton in full command at the moment, but that could easily change, of course.
Irish whip in, look out. Oh, he put his head down. Oh, backslide, who's gonna get it? Santana got it, could be all over though. And Santana right back to that left arm and shoulder that he was so successful with earlier on. That backslide could have went either way there.
It looked that way in the beginning, but Santana is a master of leverage, and he got down low enough to slip the cowboy over his back, and he had him there for a very good 2, maybe 2.5. And I think right now the effect of him working continuously on that left arm is beginning to show.
Oh, it's certainly going to take its toll. Look at that, driving the knee right down into the bicep area. Now using a wrist for a little leverage lock here.
In fact, Bob Orton distinctly looking uncomfortable at the moment.
Oh, I'm glad I retired. Whenever I see things like that going on in the ring.
He's got a lot of heart, though, Orton.
I don't believe the word submission is in his vocabulary, Alfred. I don't think you'd have to, you know, you'd have to take him really out.
Oh!
Inward atomic drop right out of nowhere. That's what we talked about earlier. Just when you think you got Orton where you want him, he unloads with something just like that.
That was such a good move on Orton's part there, because there was no doubt about it. Santana was right in control of that match at that moment. Now,
short whip in. Oh, nobody there. He rammed the steel post, I think, shoulder first. Santana going to the outside. He's still looking for that arm. Oh, drags it right across the steel turnbuckle.
Gorilla, one thing astonishes me, that Orton is trying these high-risk moves. Why do you think he's doing that?
Well, he knows he's not going to be able to take out a former Intercontinental Champion with something conventional, so he's going to have to go to the book, go to the well, and drag out something very unorthodox if he wants to put away Santana. But right now, that left arm and shoulder is in a whole heap of trouble.
Yes.
Gorilla Monsoon with Lord Alfred Hayes here in the Boston Garden, where all the banners are hanging down, 16 of them, showing you what the Boston Celtics are all about.
What a sensational organization the whole of that body is.
Oh, look at that leverage move as he sends Santana out to the concrete floor. Just another weapon in his arsenal. He might have come down on the back of his head as well. And Orton coming right out after him.
It appears that Orton knows a few moves that definitely are not in the book, and he's using them here tonight.
Look at this, gonna use him as a ramrod. Oh, right into the support railing surrounding the ring here. This may be all she wrote for the former champion. He's got Excedrin headache number 5 right now.
Wow, he really has. And the referee is admonishing him. And I think the referee is going to have to make up his mind here what he's going to do with Bob Orton. He's going to have to take a firmer control of this man. Because if he doesn't, Orton is just going to run rampant all over Santana, and it's the last we're going to see of his challenge for the Intercontinental title, and it will be Bob Orton's place.
Well, Orton just scooted back in there to break the count, otherwise he'd have been counted out here. Both men would have been counted out. Santana trying to figure out what he did to deserve this. Well, he put on a pair of wrestling tights and wrestling boots, and that's what happens.
Yes. And those cobwebs, they do get into your head.
He might want to be down in Tacula right now, Alfred. Sipping on a little tequila.
Yes. A little mint julep or something.
Boy, he's in dream world right now. Doesn't know exactly where he is. Orton's going to help him find his way back inside the ring. Isn't that nice?
And it might be the hard way, too, looking at the way Orton's maneuvering him. It is going to be the hard way.
Suplex coming up from the outside. Look at the leverage. Oh, look at that. Instead of bringing him in, he just clotheslined him right on that top rope. Took whatever gas he had left in him out of him.
Absolutely. It bit right into the abdomen there. Squeezed every cubic centimeter of air out of Santana's body, and he is winded.
Well, first it was Santana working on the left arm and shoulder, the cowboy, and now it's Ace, the bodyguard, going to work on the abdomen area of the former champion, Tito Santana.
And Tito not looking too good right at this particular moment.
Shoots off a right hand, not a whole lot behind it. That's easy to understand. Tito's going to have a tremendous headache. Oh, look at that shot.
Oh. I tell you another thing, Gorilla, it shows just how resilient this Orton is, because he was taking a pounding.
Whoa, look at that.
Whoop.
That'll be 2 7/8 count.
And Orton rightly claiming that might have been a 3 count. I haven't seen anything that close for a long time.
Tito's now trying to fight this thing. Referee hasn't reached in there one time to check and see if, in fact, that is a chokehold.
Good move.
Double drop gets him out momentarily, but Tito's in a whole lot of trouble.
Good move by Santana there. And if this doesn't sway the match in his favor, then he's going to lose it. Because now that... well, I don't know what to say here at the moment. Santana is down. Orton was down. But now Orton looks the stronger of the two again.
Orton is definitely in better shape than Santana right at this point in time. No question about that.
However, Santana did give himself some relief there. Not a great deal.
Of course, the championship committee is taking a very close look at this match, Alfred, and the winner here, I think, would be headed for a title shot against Randy Savage, would you not?
Yes, I saw several members of the championship committee here earlier. I believe Arnold Skaaland has been appointed to that particular committee. I saw him a little while ago, and he certainly knows how to play his cards.
Oh, no question about that. The original golden boy of wrestling, Arnold Skaaland, in attendance this week here in the Boston Garden. Santana with a short right hand, caught him in the lower abdomen. There's another one. Santana's about to come out of this, perhaps. Wow, right in between the eyes.
The strategy there by Santana was double him up with a few blows to the midsection and then straighten him up with one to the head. Nicely anticipated by Santana, and now Santana is beginning to get a measure of revenge.
Santana going, he's starting to loosen up that leg now, pull those hamstrings out.
Now maybe he's going to go for that figure 4. Soften it up a bit more.
Orton reeling in pain here. Santana goes to work on the left knee. Perhaps setting it up for that figure 4. Wow. How quickly the tide can turn.
Really. And this is more than a measure of revenge for Santana. There he goes. There he goes. He's got it clapped on.
He's got it on right in the center of the ring. Look at Ace trying to get over and reach those ropes. He made it. He made it. Tito's going to have to break the hold.
Well, although that hasn't met with this crowd's approval, it was the only thing that Orton could do, and he did it well.
Tremendous effort there on the part of Orton to reach those ropes.
Santana now is struggling to keep him inside that roped arena, and if he can keep him inside, there's every chance of him scoring a success here, a victory. I think another thing is, I think Santana would like to get him a little more central into the ring and make sure that Orton doesn't have an escape route. And there is Tito working away just relentlessly now on Orton's knee, and Orton doesn't seem to have an answer at all. Absolutely nothing until just then.
Wow, Orton got out of that in a hurry.
Is he unorthodox or is he not? He knows every move that is not in the book. And he's using them all.
Whole lot of punishment being absorbed here by both men in this matchup. And Orton still favoring that left leg. He can hardly put any weight on it.
These men have been going hammer and tongue now, and I would imagine each one of them, or either one of them, is ready to capitulate at any moment. I cannot see how they could possibly take much more of this type of punishment. Wow, look at that.
Right between the eyes by the Cowboy. Referee warning him about keeping an open hand there, but to no avail as he plants another one right in the kisser.
And that time Santana had no control over his head, and it went right back into the canvas. And it looked to me as if that was as much damage to him as the blow that Bob Orton gave him.
Orton trying to get some life back into that left knee, that left leg, but he's got the upper hand right now. Look at this. Both men with two hands full of hair here, striving for position. Oh, look at that, Santana. And he caught one again right in his short ribs. He's hurting down there. Now they're exchanging blows left and right. It's a knockdown, drag-out affair. Both men slugging it out in the center of the ring. Oh, big right hand as Orton staggers into the turnbuckle. The bell has sounded here.
But I don't think Santana heard it.
Oh,
he doesn't want to hear it. Look at him now.
This crowd.
And no matter what Santana does, Orton seems to be able to absorb it and come back with some of his own.
This crowd literally went bananas here.
Neither man having been able to establish a precise victory or a confirming victory, and now look what's happened.
I believe the time limit has expired on this matchup. The referee goes down again. These two guys have not had enough of each other. Santana wants some more of Orton, whether Orton wants more of him or not. Oh, look at that.
Head first into the concrete. He's down, and surely by now he must be out.
Orton went out head first down to the concrete. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time limit has elapsed. The official decision, a draw. A draw.
Well, time limit elapsed here. Official decision, a draw. But what a tremendous, outstanding match, and I don't believe it's over yet, Alfred.
Oh, definitely not.
Look at the look on Orton's face.
For Orton, it was a make-or-break match. He had to win.
He said he was ahead on points. He just told that to the referee.
But he certainly didn't lose, did he?
Definitely not. What a hard-fought battle by these two gladiators. Santana says he wants 5 more minutes.
And you know something? He might be ready for 5 more minutes, but I don't think he would last another minute, and neither would Orton.
Look at Orton. Oh, look at Orton favoring that left leg. He said, no, thank you. Tremendous matchup here in the Boston Gardens. Gone to the time limit. Cowboy Ace Orton and former Intercontinental Champion Tito Santana, a real classic.
Manager Bobby Heenan brings Bundy and Studd once again into battle to help him realize a dream that has been going round and round in the brain's brain. And that is to get the masks off the machines.
Bundy, they do look confident. Well, Bundy looks confident, but Studd looks a little
How could you not be confident with that humongous girth that he has around his waist and the power that he possesses? Oh, look at this. Pearl Harbor job tried, but no. Oh, look at this.
They can't get him, yes.
Yeah, they got him down. They tried to double slam him, though, and they couldn't get him up.
That was 450 pounds. They're going to do the same to Studd.
The machine's doing a number right here.
Oh, look at that.
There's $15,000 right there.
Now that was a perfect slam, and Heenan's taken it right on the face too. Heenan jumped up absolutely beside himself with temper and rage, and he paid it. He paid the price.
The brain is down, caught one right in the cranium.
I think he's crying.
He might be. It cost him another 15 foul.
Yes.
Of course, he hasn't been paying any of it, the cheapskate.
I don't think he's coughed up any money yet, Gorilla. And whether he will do or not to these machines, I don't know.
Having a little conference now with his team.
But that huge machine there had him right up, held him, and slammed him. Must have held him for 2 or 3 seconds before actually slamming him into the mat.
Chant going out of Weasel. Heenan won't appreciate that either. Boy, we knew this was going to be a happening, and it certainly is here in the Boston Garden. As now you've got about close to a ton in the ring, Alfred.
Yes. You know, at the beginning of this match, I said Bundy looked confident.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, things have sort of backfired for you a little bit here in the Boston Garden.
First of all, nobody should lay a hand on me. These machines are going to pay, I'm going to guarantee you. I got the Giant, I got King Kong Bundy. I'm not going to be treated like this, and my team isn't going to be treated like this, Monsoon.
Listen, incidentally, you blew another 15 grand here just moments ago.
For what?
Big Giant Stud was slammed by
I
one of the
never saw
machines.
him slam.
You don't have to see him. We'll show you. Let's go to the ring. Action hot and heavy inside the squared circle.
You know something, Gorilla? I said at the beginning of this match that Stud was looking very anxious. All that's happened to Stud is that he's taken punishment. He hasn't been able to do a thing, nothing at all. I wonder if there's something wrong with him.
Well, it's possible.
He's put Bundy back in there in double quick time anyway. But Bundy does look very confident, I must say that about him. He always looks cool and confident. Bundy never seems to get bent out of shape mentally.
Chant going out by this crowd, Weasel, and the Brain certainly doesn't appreciate that. A lot of strategy involved in this match because you make one mistake and one of these guys falls on you and it's all over. Oh, I hope the rope stay together.
Oh dear, those two huge.
The immovable object meeting the irresistible force and nothing happened.
God, look at the size of those two.
Watch out, ducks underneath a big right hand, unloads with one of his own, and another one. And Bundy's backed up into the corner, and he's reeling. Reversal, there goes the machine hard. Look out, Avalanche.
Oh!
The ring almost collapsed.
Beautiful back elbow after that failed avalanche, and Bundy's reeling. And not looking quite so calm and collected now.
He's certainly getting an education.
And what a rude awakening this has been for Bundy and Stud.
Well-placed knee by the King Konger. Sends the machine down to the canvas, but he's right back on his feet again. Look out, Irish whip in. It's amazing these ropes are holding together. Oh, what an elbow by Bundy.
Word.
Over there making the quick tag to Big John. Who doesn't want to refer to as Big John anymore?
No, he's in there with the one that
wants to be the Giant.
machine. Yes, he's in with the big one who slammed him.
Now they're exchanging right hands, and the machine got the upper hand on that one as well. John grabbed a handful of face there.
Stud trying to power his way out of that, and I don't think, well, maybe he has.
Watch out, Irish whip in once more. Went for a backdrop, put his head down, and got caught. Here comes the other machine. He's a lot quicker. Look at these shots.
Oh, my word. Into the ring.
Hard into the corner and another flying elbow. Look out, Bundy steps in, and he catches one. And still, oh, look at that shot. John Stud can still put you down in a hurry.
He really can, because this machine was fired up, and he was doing such damage, and now Stud, with his experience and with those vast reserves of strength, has floored him.
And immediately steps out. He may be injured.
He may be, Highly possible.
Look out, double team effort here. Watch out. Oh!
Oh, a good job Bundy checked that just in time.
At the last minute, he checked that move, and there would have been a tremendous dissension in the ranks.
Yes, there's something wrong there. I don't think these two have been completely as one from the outset of this match.
Heenan right up on the apron immediately to separate them. Doesn't want any dissension on this team, that's for sure.
Well, Heenan doing the right thing, of course. If they can't get together, they'll definitely lose this match.
Whole lot at stake here. Oh, there they are.
Well,
they saw the light.
Somehow or other, take your hat off to Heenan because he did it. No matter how you feel about him, he just kept those two unworldly creatures together somehow or other.
You can bet that the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith,
they're going to try their own avalanche.
Are watching. Look out. Well, there's a little more continuity on that team. Oh, he got caught from behind. We didn't see it on our camera shot, but Big John Studd did a number on the machine from outside. And this could be the beginning of the end here. Foot over the bottom rope, no way.
Something you have to face here, Gorilla. Not only are they awesome in size and power, Studd and Bundy, but they do work together splendidly as a team.
They have tremendous continuity. There's no question about that for two big men. Look out, the other machine, the big machine stepping in. There's no tag made there.
No, and Bundy got out as quickly as he could too.
And now it's the giant Studd doing, oh, look at this. He's trying to get the mask off, Alfred.
He's trying to get them out. Is that the fiery one that's in there?
Yes, it is. The smaller of the two. Oh, the big machine come in and lowered him, leveled him with a big forearm shot.
The smaller of the two is about 6'6".
Yes.
And weighs well over 300 pounds.
And now it's Bundy trying to unmask one of the machines. However, not too successfully.
No.
2 count. Whoa, was that close?
That was close.
You think he'll be asking for a 5 count? I doubt it, Alfred.
I know that there is no way that will happen here.
Now there's a legal tag, one of the few we've seen in this match.
That's true.
Wide open. Snap hair takes the machine over easily. And look at that, Studd didn't stay in there very long.
Big John Studd seems to have got his confidence back now. He doesn't have that anxious look on his face anymore.
Look out, big flying elbow, nobody there.
Wow. Ha.
Good opportunity here, there's the tag.
This huge machine is in here now. My word, look at him.
Look at those chops. Here comes Studd, and he gets nailed. 3 men inside the ring, 4 men inside the ring. Referee's lost control of this one.
It could easily wind up that way. Oh.
Studd and Bundy crash together.
Bundy down. And clearing out the ring too, and one of the machines is following him. Look at this. Oh, that huge machine just launched.
Flying elbow, down for the cover, look out. Heenan's, oh, look at that.
Stopping.
I'm sure they'll be disqualified for that move.
Heenan's put something on his fist. I think he's got knuckles on. And he's hit that huge machine.
Bobby the Brain Heenan going to work now with some kind of brass knuckles or something. Pandemonium broken loose here. Big John Studd was just about to be pinned, Alfred.
He certainly was, because he was down and practically out, and Heenan came in there. I can't say he saved him, because surely that's a disqualification.
Well, Big John Studd wasn't even a legal man inside the ring, Alfred. I don't know whether it would have counted or not, but let's get the official word.
The winners of this match by a disqualification, the Machines.
Back into history a little bit. A time when the tag team champions were the self-proclaimed Dream Team, Brutus Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine. As usual, they are attended by their manager, Luscious Johnny V, who sees to it that his men are ready for all comers. Tonight, the opposition is a younger team, a little shorter on experience, but certainly not lacking in determination. The All-American from Syracuse University, Mike Rotundo, and the 6'8" golden boy, Danny Spivey.
Drop kick there by Rotundo. Didn't mean to interrupt you, Lord, but I couldn't resist that.
No, certainly not. Go ahead.
Wow, what a shot by Rotundo after he took a couple of nice, well-executed and patented forearm shots that no one does quite like Valentine does.
No, they don't. Look at him. Straight on top again. He doesn't give his man a chance. He stays as close physically as he can. He doesn't allow any space between him and his opponent, and he commands his matches that way.
Quick tag made as Brutus steps in and immediately going to work. Oh, nice flip over by Mike as he kicks out very nicely. And Brutus very shocked by that particular move. I don't know why. He's very familiar with Mike Rotundo and what he can do.
He was also very aware of Spivey in the corner, I noticed.
Spivey stands some 6'6" or 6'7", 280 pounds plus, and he can deliver a lot of punishment.
Yes, he's a good-looking athlete.
Oh, no clean break there. Nice reversal there by Mike and hard into the corner. Oh, what a forearm shot as he came out of there. And Brutus down. And now it's Rotundo with the armbar.
That was just a tremendous shot by Rotundo there. He didn't knock Brutus down, but he stunned him, and eventually Brutus went down.
Brutus still holding on to his head. I'm sure that rattled his brains pretty good.
Yes, it had a sort of a slow motion effect upon him.
Rotundo now turns it into a hammerlock. If anyone knows how to apply that, he certainly does. Oh, what an elbow by Brutus. Brutus off with a shoulder block, sends Mike down to the canvas. Mike quickly drops in front over the top Beefcake. Oh, beautifully hooked that arm. And Rotundo going to work on it. Valentine steps in, and so does Spivey immediately. No tag made. The referee didn't see the switch. Valentine gone bananas about it. It's a very clever maneuver on the part of Spivey and Rotundo. And now they've got Brutus right where they want him, in their side of the ring. So important, the logistics of professional wrestling when it comes to tag team matches.
Teamwork is absolutely essential. But you know something? Beefcake has improved tremendously since he teamed up with Valentine. I believe the combined coaching of Valentine and Valiant have done wonders for Beefcake.
Well, Brutus, when he first came to the World Wrestling Federation, lacked only one thing, that was experience, and he's certainly getting that.
Yes.
From the Hammer.
Yes.
And from Luscious John.
And from the opposition, too, because he's taken some punishment.
And that's made him 10 times more effective than he was 6 months ago. Look at this tag team effort here, dropped down in front by Beefcake. The tag was made, and Valentine, oh, the referee didn't see it. He's not going to allow him to stay in.
Well, there's something wrong with this referee because he didn't see the other one, and he allowed them to stay in.
You must be consistent.
Yes,
if you can't be
going
consistent, then you might as well stay at home. Spivey now feeling the wrath of the Hammer. Look out. Oh, no one there. Spivey reaches over, makes a quick tag, and Rotundo comes in. And both men now exchanging rights. And Rotundo got quite a forearm of his own. Drop kick just grazing the chin of Valentine. As down he comes, and they're right down here on top of us. And Valentine rammed head first into the table. And Rotundo shoots back up into the ring to stop the count. Valentine hurt as he came right down on the microphone stand. But climbing back in there, the ring veteran that he is. Rotundo having it his way till right then when Valentine rolled out from underneath. And now both men are hurting. Good opportunity here for the Hammer to go over and make a tag, but he chooses not to.
Rotundo tried to put the finishing touch there to Greg Valentine, but he seemed to hang in the air a little too long, and that enabled Valentine to escape. And now look what's happened. The tables have been turned.
Tag was made. Referee telling him he's got to get out, but a lot of damage already done as Beefcake comes in and goes to work on the lower abdomen of Mike Rotundo, and the Beefer doing his strut. Oh, he suckered Spivey to come in. Look at this now. Double team effort. Says Rotundo out over the top rope, down to the Arena floor here. Boy,
And
it's
he
getting
was
hot
about
and heavy, Lord.
He was 5 or 6 feet above that top rope, so that was just a tremendous blow he took there, coming down from about 15 feet high to this very hard floor.
It's not the fall that bothers you, it's a sudden stop when you reach the floor.
That's
Gives
true.
you a negative attitude forever.
Shakes up everything,
Rotundo,
displaces
the
everything.
gutless. The guts showing on this youngster as he steps right back in there. And right to work on him immediately, Beefcake. He's got that tenacity that he did not have 6 months ago.
Exactly, that is what he's got now. He was lacking that.
Whoa, was that close?
Ooh.
2 and a lot more.
2 and practically 3.
Rotundo in trouble here. He needs to make a tag desperately. However, he's on the wrong side of the ring. Spivey came in to rescue him one time, but it worked to their disadvantage.
Look at that
out
teamwork.
now. Double slingshot back into the corner. And another quick tag made. They can do that as long as they keep Rotundo in their own corner.
And they're good tags too. Both working very intelligently, very well. And Rotundo is a very good conditioned and well-conditioned athlete, and only he could take this amount of punishment without crumpling.
He certainly has to be. 2 count again. Whoa, that third one was coming down again. And Rotundo able to kick out. Nice bridge there by Mike. Shades of his amateur career.
Yes, and showing the strength.
Oh, look at that move. Nicely executed as he caught the hammer. Coming down, but Beefcake tag was made, and he's in there once more. And I'm sure he's not going to let Rotundo reach his corner.
Beefcake measuring his man there, Gorilla, and just piling that pressure on Rotundo as they've been doing all this time. They're keeping their efforts on Rotundo. Maybe they should encourage Spivey into the ring and try with him, because they haven't been able to pin Rotundo.
Well, they're managing to keep themselves between Mike Rotundo and his corner. Sleeper now, applied by Brutus Beefcake, right in the center of the ring. It looks to me like it's underneath that chin, which could be a chokehold. Referee should reach his hand in there and take a look. That is a chokehold. He's right underneath the chin, ref. Oh, nice maneuver. As Rotundo gets out of it, making a roll now. He stopped rolling. He could have kept rolling and got to his corner. There's a tag made. The hammer's coming back in. He didn't make it. The hammer, instead of going to Mike Rotundo, draws Spivey in there.
I think he anticipated Spivey coming in and thought he'd beat him to the punch.
Clothesline. The All-American over the top rope, who's in deep, deep trouble right now. Right here in the Boston Garden. If he doesn't make a tag within the next minute or so, it's going to be another victory for the champions.
I think so, and he hasn't been able to make that tag as of yet.
Greg now going to work on the legs, and you know what that means. Means only one thing. He's going to be setting him up very shortly with a dreaded figure 4 leg lock. Oh, look at that. Slapped him right in the face.
Why would he do that?
He's trying to humiliate the youngster. Instead, he made him mad.
He sparked him, yes.
Boy, got that adrenaline flowing in a hurry. And Rotundo is up and at him. But a suplex coming up. Couldn't get him. Oh, Rotundo turns the tables.
Fantastic suplex by Rotundo there when Greg the Hammer thought he had him. And
There's
he
a golden
didn't.
opportunity to make the tag. He made it. Here comes Danny Spivey. The fresh man into the ring. Look at us, another southpaw. And there goes Valentine, hard into the turnbuckle. And a second time, wow, he rammed in there with force. Winding him up now, Irish whip in. Drop kick and a beauty. Spivey, a house of fire here in the Boston Garden. As he sends Valentine in once more and a clothesline job. Over for the cover. 1, 2. Wow, was that close. History almost made in the Boston Garden. There's a tag made to Rotundo. Should have given him a chance to get a little more rest. Rotundo now with the airplane spin. Going round and round. This is his patented maneuver. Dumps him down for the counter. Here comes Beefcake. Making the save, Brutus Beefcake. Rotundo should have taken him over closer to his own corner, Lord.
Well, when you're spinning around like that, you're not quite sure of where you are, and to get him down in the middle of the ring was quite a feat in any case.
Making the tag, Beefcake the legal one in now, along with Danny Spivey, who continues the onslaught. Side headlock now. And the Beefer throws him off. They each went for a clothesline, and they each connected. Who's going to get up first? That's the question. Valentine still inside the ring ropes. He's coming over, and here comes Mike Rotundo. He nails Valentine. Referee now. Oh, look at this. Well, the referee put Rotundo out. Valentine laid Beefcake over the top of Spivey. 1, 2. Whoa, was that close?
Oh,
Looked like the beginning of the end.
I thought that was all over then. And now Valentine is really angry.
Both of these guys are out of it right now. Beefcake misses with a big roundhouse right. Reverse sunset roll-up, look out. And Valentine comes in and, oh, look at this, turned him over. The Beefer got him over there. He's got the legs hooked. The youngster trying to push out. He didn't. Beefcake turning the tables on young Danny Spivey as all kind of outside interference was going on.
But he had the presence of mind to hook him very, very tightly there and wouldn't let him go. And eventually the referee did come back. And I'm afraid it was 1, 2, 3 for Spivey, who showed a little inexperience there.
Let's go to our ring announcer.
The winners and still champions, Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake.
Let's go back and take a look at how Brutus Beefcake outsmarted the youngster, Danny Spivey. Misses a big right hand here. Spivey runs him into the ropes. Beautiful reverse sunset here. Had things going his way. I think maybe the boots might have played a decisive advantage here for Brutus Beefcake as he turned the tables here, took him over. Now look at, he's got all kinds of things to hold on to.
Yeah.
Just like a handful of hair.
Yes, he locked
Quickly
him
turned
nicely
the
there.
tables on Danny Spivey. Referee turns around. Wow.
There
you
was
need
no way he
more
could
than
get...
one referee in this type of matchup.
Well, even so, let us hand it to Beefcake there. He took advantage of a situation, and he more or less overwhelmed young Spivey there, right in that closing few seconds when it counted most.
Beefcake in single competition attended by the luscious one. Watch the problem of inexperience here as Valiant distracts Billy Jack Haynes by stealing his hat. Beefcake seizes the opportunity, gets all the momentum his way, but as always, in the World Wrestling Federation, anything can happen, and does here.
Number 1 and number 2 as far as
Yes,
the
they've
tag team
always been
ladies.
number 1 or number 2 since then. And look at this.
Oh, Pearl Harbor job done on the back of Billy Jack as Luscious John had his hat and Billy Jack was going after it.
Yes, Billy Jack didn't do his homework because he should have known that Valiant was the type of person who can easily distract you, and look at this. Here is the penalty, and he's paying it.
Oh, look out as Brutus Beefcake starts to unload here on Billy Jack Haynes and doing a number. Big right hand. I'll tell you what, the youngster from Portland can unload too.
He really can, but I tell you something too, Brutus Beefcake has got him really under control, and if he can manage to weather this, we might see something from him, but I can't see it at the moment.
Well, we're going to find out in a hurry here in Madison Square Garden what kind of physical punishment Billy Jack Haynes, in fact, can take, Alfred.
Yes.
Whether he has that resiliency that you need in the world of professional wrestling in order to survive.
Actually, you must have it. You're right, Gorilla.
Irish whip
without
it, no, reversal.
Wow!
The big guy went down as he did it. It took whatever he had left to do that, but I'm sure it might have bought him a little time, although Brutus quickly back to his feet. He is relentless once he gets the upper hand.
Yes, Brutus has learned that in this tough, tough world of the World Wrestling Federation, you have got to be relentless. You've got to stay on top of your man. You've got to harry him at all times and take everything.
Oh, nobody home as he took too long up on that second turnbuckle on the inside. and Billy Jack bailed out of there right over the shoulder. Our number 5 held handheld camera over the shoulder of Luscious John, who so far has liked what he's seen from Brutus Beefcake.
Yes, he has indeed.
Oh, sunset flip. Will he get the momentum? Yes.
He has.
Look at those powerful legs. 2 count. Oh, was that close?
A good power move there by both men, because that was a power move by Billy Jack Haynes in the first place to get Brutus down, but Brutus powered his way out of that too.
Ramming head first now into the top turnbuckle. I had a chance to talk to Billy Jack. Possible suplex coming up here, or maybe snap reverse neck breaker. Who knows? Both men in a position. Nice block by Haynes. And look at the power of this youngster. Oh, well executed. Luscious John saying, what happened?
He is, I think, Billy Jack tried to twist him a little bit too much there. And Haynes is struggling also, and he really hasn't been 100% physically capable since he started this match and got attacked while he was distracted by Valiant.
As I started to say, Alfred, I had a chance to talk to Billy Jack recently in the locker room area, and he told me that he contemplated coming here to the World Wrestling Federation some year and a half ago, but honestly thought in his own mind he was not ready for the WWF.
Wise decision.
It takes one heck of a man to admit that, Alfred.
Wise decision. Yes, you're absolutely
But
right.
he's
Look at this.
Oh,
my
suplex.
word. And jackknifed him as well.
Brudai did a number right down on the external occipital protuberance, the back of the head of Billy Jack Haynes, and he could be knocked unconscious, but he manages to get out of there. Wow.
Really, you never cease to amaze me with your mastery of those anatomical parts of the body.
That's one of the parts that can knock you right into the middle of next week, and it's that little lump right on the back of your head, right in the middle. That's where he went down, right on it. But this guy, if given the opportunity, I guarantee you, Alfred, if he slaps that full Nelson, that he's... Oh, nice maneuver there, as he couldn't hold him, hooks the leg, but couldn't get him. If he slaps that Nelson on and locks those fingers, I don't know of anyone that could get out of it.
No.
Shades of Charles Atlas.
Really?
Yes.
You know, that's a desperately low blow there twice by Brutus Beefcake. The referee didn't say a word to him. Oh, he sort of lingered with that clothesline and took him right down on the back of his head.
Tore his head off. 2 count, whoa. 2.5 count.
Good recovery. Good recovery by the man from Oregon.
Brutus questioning the referee about the count. Certainly looked all right to me. 25,000 plus stamping their feet here in Madison Square Garden in support of one Billy Jack Haynes, newcomer here to the World Wrestling Federation. Nice block. And Brudai gets his face rammed right into that top turnbuckle.
I think Brutus is going to feel some of the wrath of Billy Jack Haynes now, because Haynes is clearing those cobwebs for the very first time. Look at that.
Duck
Good snap
underneath and clothesline of his own. It's payback time.
Really good snap reaction there by Billy Jack Haynes. He came off the ropes to duck under that clothesline of Brutus Beefcake and give him one of his own. Look at him now, he's psyching himself up.
Tore that wrist wrap off in a hurry, and now that adrenaline is flowing through the body of the youngster from Portland. And I got to believe that he's got superior strength. Oh, timeout. Brutus wants timeout. There is no timeout in the world of professional wrestling.
Good stump to the jaw. Brutus is now in a position where he could easily topple.
Doesn't want to try to trade blows with this youngster. Obviously, powerhouse and upper body. Nice big backdrop.
Good backdrop. He didn't have him quite in the beginning, but he made sure he did by thrusting him over with those powerful shoulders.
Look at Brutus with his hands behind his back, looking for a little mercy there.
Yes, he's not going to get it. Not now. Hey! Tried for a power slam, but turned it into an ordinary slam.
Oh, drops the leg right across the esophagus. And Beefcake's in trouble.
I don't think Beefcake's been in this dire trouble for a long, long time.
Look out.
Oh, word.
Hooks the leg, could be all over here. No, kick out. Brudai is a tough cookie.
He is one tough beastie, isn't he?
He's reaching down into his tights, Alfred, from my vantage point anyway.
And that was at Valiant's behest, because Valiant spoke to him, and immediately he spoke to him. That's what Brutus began doing.
Luscious John.
Oh, that was what they were.
Oh, look at that. He pulled the leg. The referee saw him, though. Referee saw him, is calling for the bell.
Valiant's running for his life, too, with Billy Jack Haynes following him.
Obviously, we've had a deliberate disqualification here. The referee saw what Luscious John did from the outside, but this is still going on. The bell is ringing. The match is over. I'm sure that Beefer has been disqualified for outside interference on the part of his manager.
And it was his manager's fault he got beaten too. He distracted him once too often.
Oh, he's going home with the short end of the money thanks to Luscious John Valiant. Let's get the official word from Mr. Fink.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout as a result of a disqualification, Billy Jack Haynes.
Very impressive victory here in Madison Square Garden for that young gentleman, Billy Jack Haynes, out of Portland, Oregon. We're going to be seeing a whole lot more of him.
There's excellent action here with the Islanders. Haku and Tama meeting a team that certainly presents, how shall I say it, a certain air of mystery. They're Jimmy Jack Funk and Mr. X, and what these men have in common are obviously the masks. But the similarity doesn't end there. Even back in the locker room, neither of them ever takes off the masks and reveals their true identity.
It does. Stretch those ligaments and muscles out and get those joints functioning, get that old lubrication moving around. It'll save you a lot of heartaches and a lot of headaches and a lot of physical injuries. Very concerned look on the face of, well, X wandered a little bit too close to Haku and he got shoved right in the back. This guy possesses unbelievable power, Gene. He's demonstrated that a number of times and really amazed me.
Incredible. Referee for this bout, very attractive, Rita Marie.
Very capable as well. Mr. X ties up with Tama. Oh, he's loose as a goose. Once again, collar and elbow, and Tama got rid of him in a hurry. Can't see it. It's out of our picture right now, but Jimmy Jack is all over the place.
Always great for me to get back to Boston and see longtime friends of mine. World Wrestling Federation fans, Donnie Quinn here at the Garden, one of the greatest.
Oh, unbelievable, yes.
Standing side headlock. Mr. X to Tama.
Oh, dropped down quickly in front. Tama over the top. Nice leapfrog and a reverse leapfrog. Show you the agility on the youngster. Catches him with a chop right in the rib area. Hasty tag as he retreats back into the corner.
Here comes the psychotic.
That's putting it mildly.
Jimmy Jack Funk.
Needs a little help for sure. Tell me he sleeps with that mask on. Had that from a very reliable source. About 6 bricks short of a full load. Oh, scoops in underneath. Oh, right over the back of the top goes Tama, and now turns the tables and slams Jimmy Jack. And a 1-foot drop kick catches him right in the kisser. Nice arm drag deep in underneath. There's that continuity we talked about. So important in tag team wrestling. Of course, the tag team action's so hot and heavy right now here in the World Wrestling Federation. It's just unreal.
I'll tell you what, watch out for these Islanders, Tama and Haku, because they're going to make their mark as far as tag teams are concerned. They got tremendous continuity. You said it.
Oh, they certainly do. And of course, everybody looking for the title currently held by the British Bulldogs, Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith. And these two guys can put it all together. Oh, look at that shot. Right over the top rope goes Jimmy Jack from that clothesline by Haku. And is he bent out of shape? Yes. Look at Tama on the far upper end of your picture there. He's... Oh, look at this.
Jimmy Jack is bent out of shape mainly in the letters, so... Very strange individual. Yep. You can't take anything away from the man's talent.
No, definitely not. He can do whatever he wants to do inside that ring most of the time. But say they kept him tied up for a while on the ranch.
Tied up.
Must have been something really wrong with him. Nice go behind by Haku. Reversal by Mr. X.
Oh, look at that chicken wing and takeover.
Nice executed.
Oh, is that beautiful?
Mr. X doing a 360 whether he wanted to or not. Off the second turnbuckle on the inside. Tama now going to work on a nice arm wringer. Oh, why it's nice to be young and have that agility, Gene, that spring in your legs.
Oh, Tama's got it. Look at this teamwork. Boy, they stay fresh all the time. Back and forth. Those tags.
Oh, double axe handle. Sends Mr. X down to the canvas. And the powerhouse, look out, backbreaker coming up. Oh, well executed. Could be all over right here. 1, 2, no.
I told you to shut your mouth.
Now, in the meantime, over in the other corner, Jimmy Jack's having some running commentary with some of our ringsiders here as this capacity crowd looks on here in Boston Garden.
You know, I hate to beat it to death, but here again, we've got another fresh man in the ring.
Yep. Oh, nice backdrop.
Haku tagging off to Tama. And yet, on the other hand, Mr. X has been in there way too long.
Desperation time for that team. Jimmy Jack finally gets his wish. He's back into this match.
Here comes Clayton Moore.
I love the colorful outfits worn by the Islanders. Never had anything like that when I was wrestling, Gene. You were either black or red or white. That was it.
I've got a shirt like that my mother-in-law gave me for Christmas last year.
Irish whip in. Down in front quickly. Tama now up quick. Oh, look at this. Got him over. Caught him with the backdrop.
JJ hesitated just momentarily there.
He has, oh, from behind, a sunset roll-up. Not going to get him. X comes in and disturbed everything. Very, very intense look on the face of Tama. You've got to have that concentration if you want to be successful in tag team wrestling or individual wrestling. If you don't have it, you're not going to make it.
Boston Garden, truly one of the hotbeds for professional wrestling. And we always have tremendous turnouts here for the World Wrestling Federation.
One of the meccas, Boston Garden for sure. X sends him in, and whoa, he got a knee right in the lower kidney area by Jimmy Jack from the outside. The referee never saw that. Could be an automatic disqualification in somebody's book. Wow, that was a 40-yard field goal right there. It's important now for Tama to get over close to his corner, if at all possible. Clothesline job. The youngster got one hand on the rope. Took some of the force out of the blow, but he felt that one.
Well, I said you can't take anything away from Jimmy Jack Funk.
Look out. Ah.
Oh, what a move.
Another clothesline maneuver. Now doing some damage on the outside, Mr. X. Referee right there on his case. Haku won't stay in the corner much longer, Gene. You can bet on that. He's already down around the side there. Looks after Tama like he was his brother. Well, in their native country, they are
brothers.
Yes. Down for the cover, 1 count, 2, and Haku makes the save here. As Tama getting a real shellacking right now at the hands of Jimmy Jack, who makes a quick tag, and look out, X going to the top.
Young lady doing the officiating, handling this tag team bout very well. Not the easiest thing in the world to do.
Absolutely not. Tag matches are very difficult to referee. Reverse chin lock. Now that's underneath the chin. That's a choke. Turned it loose. Oh, planted the foot right in the kisser. That one was in the sternum. X and Jimmy Jack finally getting things going their way, but for how long remains to be seen.
You know, it's all momentum, either in singles or tag team competition. Right now, it appears that the momentum is on the side of JJ Funk and Mr. X.
Well, they're showing me a lot more continuity than I expected out of this mongrel team, so to speak. Possible shoulder breaker or power slam coming up. Shoulder breaker and a beauty.
You called it.
Well executed. Look out, going up. Second turnbuckle on the inside. Jimmy Jack bombs away. Oh, caught him right between the eyes.
What a move.
Could be all over here. 1 count, 2. Oh, 3 was up there and on the way down. Tama actually managed to kick out of that. I don't know how.
It's a combination of a kick and a shoulder turn.
Irish whip in now by Jimmy Jack. High sunset flip over the top. Can he get the legs down? Yes. He can't reach his shoulders.
Not only that, Mr. X right in on top of the action with a boot to the lower back. And, of course, Tama releasing immediately.
Suplex.
Oh, neck
nice.
breaker.
Nice reverse neck breaker. Tama taking a pounding here. 2 count again. He needs to get over and make a tag.
Still can't believe he hasn't been pinned. He's got to be a tremendously physically resilient young man.
Oh, he went for a neck breaker again, but it was blocked nicely. He's trying to turn this around. Yes, he does, but he gets whipped right around again. He turns it into a nice snap suplex. I thought he was going for a backbreaker there, Gene.
Well, I don't know. I think Tama might have taken about as much out of himself as he did out of his opponent. Both men are down. Tama, right now, desperately needing a tag to Haku. Got to get a fresh man in there.
Absolutely. This match is history. Holding on to the leg for dear life. Jimmy Jack doesn't want him to make that tag.
What you can see of his face, a sickle.
Well, look at the distraction here. The referee never saw this tag. Haku comes in. He thinks he's the legal man in. The referee's going to put him out. And rightly so.
Oh! No!
He'd have been a goner. This match would have been over in a hurry. In the meantime, doubling up on Tama. Irish whip in. Watch out. Ducked underneath. Nice forward roll out of that clothesline. Oh, both got it.
Doubled up on the clothesline.
Look at X ready to pounce in there at any chance he's going to get. He keeps an eye on a referee at all times. Knows exactly where she is. And whenever he can make a move, he does. There's a tag made by Jimmy Jack. And yes, a tag to Haku. Look out. Haku on fire. Nice reverse knife edge. Sends him in for the ride. Whoa, excuse me. Is he on fire or is he?
He is indeed.
Flying elbow. Mr. X on the receiving end of a whole lot of punishment now being dished out by Haku. Over for the cover. That right arm is already out of there. Wow, he backed right into the corner and let Jimmy Jack have one in a headbutt. Drops him out of the way. I can't keep up with the action, Gene.
Well, this particular match has gotten out of control. Look at the chops by Haku. One of the Islanders. I can take him up to my place in northern Minnesota, have him split wood for me.
Go to work on the trees, right in the backyard. Yeah. Suplex and another quick tag made. Look at this. Tama on the top, just like a bird. Oh, look at that leap. Some 15 feet high in the air. Good night.
Oh, phenomenal. High fly on the part of Tama. And the Islanders get the Duke. What an impressive victory.
And the fans here in the Boston Garden loving every minute of it. What a fantastic move. Let's get the official word.
The winners of this match, Haku and Tama, the Islanders.
The Islanders, most impressive here in the Boston Gardens, and what a leap.
Look at the embracing on the part of Haku and Tama. Let's go back, Gorilla Monsoon, and analyze this tremendous teamwork. And look at how high.
Look at that. Oh,
how high
awesome.
do you suspect he got up?
At least 15 feet high in the air, Gene. That's got to be pound for pound. Who knows how many pounds of pressure per square inch. I'm not a mathematician of how much weight force that is coming down, but it has to be enormous, as you can see by the results. And a very impressive victory for the Islanders here in the Boston Garden. Distraught, very happy. Look at this. Brother, we did it.
They are brothers.
You got it.
One of the highlights of the year 1986 in the World Wrestling Federation was the return to active duty by Rowdy Roddy Piper. Fans were surprised by changes in Piper's tactics, but nobody was more surprised than the Rowdy One himself upon finding the pit gone and replaced by a flower shop. In this amazing sequence you're about to see, first the supremely confident Piper wrestles a man with one hand, then the episode of the flower shop, and settling the score with Adonis. Finally, the meeting with the man who was behind the scenes, the sinister and dangerous Magnificent Muraco.
Making his return to the World Wrestling Federation. Look at
this. Children, adults, all standing. What an ovation. Roddy Piper, back to active duty in the World Wrestling Federation. Referee bringing the Roddy one. Piper out here.
Oh,
Petrucci.
Slaps
Another.
Piper.
Look at that. Wait a minute, he said. What? Whoa, Piper. Roddy Piper, I believe, trying to take on A.J. Petrucci with one hand behind his back, literally.
And that's what he's doing. He dared him. He said, slap me one more time with my head behind my back.
Look at that. Piper all over A.J. Petrucci. A.J. earlier on with a series of slaps across the face of Piper. Piper snap back. Look at this. I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like this in professional wrestling before.
And he's keeping his head behind his back. I mean,
A.J. Petrucci on the outside. Piper, I think, is going to go out there with him. Listen to these fans. Listen to him. Oh, no.
whoa, did you hear that table? It broke it.
Piper with Petrucci. Outside, inside, he's everywhere. I can't believe what we're seeing. A man wrestling with literally one hand behind his back.
And against a big man, this A.J. Petrucci's a tough customer, 255 pounds, and he's tough. He's been around.
Piper, knee lift. Look at it, ramming the knee into the side of the head. Roddy Piper on A.J. Petrucci. Whoa! Somebody's learning a lesson here. Ooh, what a chop by Piper. Petrucci back on his feet, maybe not for long. Two hands now, Piper goes 2-0. He leveled him. Puts the hand, don't tell me this is it. That's it. Roddy Piper, victorious. What an ovation.
Your winner, Roddy Piper.
Well, change indeed was obviously the order of the day in 1986 here in the World Wrestling Federation as Roddy Piper, after a short leave of absence, comes back and finds his pit is gone, replaced by the Flower Shop.
I enjoyed the Flower Shop. I don't know about you.
You would. You're not a very scrupulous person. Or you are a scrupulous person. I don't know which one you are.
I do.
Adrian Adonis, of course, a fountain of misinformation in his own right. He and Roddy Piper were bound to have it out, sooner or later, and what comes out of all that, a new, different Roddy Piper.
Just what we need.
Let me tell you something, fatso. Yeah, you just who are you calling fatso? Who am I calling fatso? Take your choice, huh? Adonis come from?
Adonis!
Sleeper hold.
Word out from no place, Adrian Adonis. I thought he was done for. Adonis.
Well, apparently his arm is healed. You talk about healing process, it's healed because there's a sleeper hold. And if I'm not mistaken, McMahon, Roddy is going to Dreamland.
Jones as Adonis was distracted. Uh-oh, look out. SD got ready. Roddy comes in. Oh, and unloads with lefts and rights. The bell is ringing. And Piper's gone bananas. He couldn't take it anymore. Look at the mouth of the South cringing like a coward.
Oh, you better get a bunch of guys to separate them.
Here comes a whole bunch of help from the locker room area as pandemonium erupts here this week. Looks to me like that left leg is still heavily bandaged.
Wow!
Oh, going to right to work on Muraco as he blinds him with his own kilt. Piper exploding. He looks 100% to me, Alfred.
He looks pretty good to me, too. It didn't take him long to blow up.
Rams Muraco into the top turnbuckle, and now a big right hand as Mr. Fuji points the cane at Hot Rod, and Hot Rod is inviting him in.
Hot Rod saying, you can insult me by wearing kilts, and this is what I'm going to do to you.
Chant going out from this crowd, Roddy. He's in control of this one as he caught Muraco by surprise right off the bat. Oh, big right hand.
I'm surprised he caught Muraco like that because usually it's Muraco who stuns his opponents like that. In fact, now the situation has changed completely topsy-turvy for Muraco because he has been caught.
Well, I think they kind of figured Roddy to come in there limping around. Oh, look at this. He just gave a field goal shot good for about 55 yards. Muraco in deep trouble. Roddy going right out after him. Got a steel chair. In fact, a couple of them. They're strung together. Oh, rams Muraco's head right into it. Oh, excuse me.
Well, now Roddy's adding insults to his injuries as well. And I think that might provoke Muraco a little more.
Nasty thing to do.
That was a nasty thing to do, it really was.
That's even worse than the Sheik spitting on somebody.
Yes. I've been trying to check Roddy as he's walking around for any sign of a limp. So far, I don't see anything.
He's biting right into the facial area of Muraco. Looked like right over the eyebrow, trying to take a chunk out of him. Muraco stunned right from the beginning.
I don't think Muraco precisely knows where he is.
Muraco tied up now as he's caught between the top and second rope. And Roddy delivers another shot, and he is tied up.
Muraco is just making mistake after mistake after mistake. I think that first attack that Roddy waged has stunned Muraco, and he hasn't got it back together yet.
Oh, right into the esophagus area.
And that is a definite disqualification move if the referee chooses to use that.
It's been all Hot Rod so far. Muraco hasn't launched one bit of offense yet. Oh, Bulldog!
Bulldog! Wow, that's the first time I've seen Piper use that move.
Piper can do it all when he wants to.
He really can, because that was terribly effective. Look at Muraco. As a matter of fact, he's so much out, it's allowing Roddy Piper to take his time. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Could be a big mistake. You got your guy like Muraco in a compromising position, you better beat him.
Kill him there and then. Wow, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Or he'll come back and beat you, just like that.
You were so right, Gorilla. You were right on the money there. Piper wasted his time. He didn't waste it, he abused the time he had. And now Muraco is after him.
One little mistake, and the momentum of this match has swung 360 degrees.
Yes.
Look out, right out by the devious one, Mr. Fuji. Oh, he rammed him with it. We just caught the tail end of it, but he rammed the hot rod with that steel cane of his. Piper in trouble.
I'm afraid Hot Rod was a little complacent a few moments ago, and now he's on the outside of the ring and on the receiving edge of the wrath of Don Muraco, and that's not a very good position either. What's he going to do now?
Oh, Muraco rammed him head first right into the steel post. Roddy never even got a chance to get a hand or forearm or anything up in front of him. He was just spiked like a javelin, rammed right into that. He's got to be busted wide open.
I'm sure he is. Roddy tried to get that hand up there. Watch as he tries to get the hand there.
Look at this,
but he's not in
spear job.
time. Look there. He tried. He didn't make it.
He has to be busted wide open, Alfred.
I'm sure he is, because you can't go up against a steel post like that and come off scot-free.
I will be the most shocked person in this Boston Garden if he's not.
I think Roddy wasted his opportunity with complacency, a little bravado.
Fuji just gave another shot with a cane.
And these two will take it to you every time. Muraco has been so successful because of Fuji, and I don't think Piper can combat these two together by being complacent about the whole thing.
He's trying to fight his way back inside that ring. Look at the guts on this guy. He made it back inside there, and he is busted wide open. The blood just pouring out of the face and forehead of Roddy Piper as he has gone bananas here. Referee trying to hold him back. Look, he's biting Muraco.
Yes, the referee's trying to stop Piper from getting disqualified. At least he's doing that. He's attempting. Now look at the two of them. They haven't been in this ring for 10 minutes, and they're both cut. They're both bleeding, and they're both struggling desperately.
Muraco as well, busted wide open, although he probably was bitten open by Piper. And now they're just slugging it out right in the center of the ring. And Piper's going to get the edge on this one with that fighting experience in his background.
Oh, that was great by Piper. He dodged a tremendous right-hander from Muraco, then came back with a couple of left hands and finally decked him with that right-hander. Suplex coming up. Oh, the whole ring went down and up and down again.
Over for the cover, one arm draped over. You can't beat Muraco that way. Referee better seriously consider taking a look at where these guys are busted open. You could be dealing with some kind of permanent injury here.
I think you could. There may be something wrong with Muraco's vision, because he doesn't seem to be timing his blows just as precisely as he usually does. He's
look at that!
No!
Shot with a cane from the outside by Fuji.
No! Oh, Piper is so lucky there.
Piper dodged the bullet. Oh, look at this, he's got Fuji.
Now he's going to give Fuji that.
Oh, Muraco nails his
He's
own
got
hand.
him! He's down! He's down
all
to
right.
3! Piper's beat him! I can't believe it! And Piper's taken off now that he's got the victory! Wow! What a move by Piper! What a fantastic move!
The Boston Garden has gone bananas.
The winner of this match, Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper beating two guys here in the Boston Gardens. Here it comes. He thought he had a golden opportunity here to grab a hold of Mr. Fuji, and indeed he did. And out of the corner of his eye, he catches Muraco coming, and look at that. Muraco just lowered a boom on his own manager, scooped underneath from the outside, got the 3 count. Talk about excitement.
Look at that. Roddy wisely took off to the dressing room, and when he did, Muraco threw a temper tantrum in the ring, and he can't believe what has happened, but his shoulders were definitely down for 1, 2, 3.
Getting some satisfaction here in the Boston Garden. Roddy Piper and his vendetta against the Magnificent One. There goes a winner.